Welcome to the Spiritual Awakening with Shaz podcast, where we unlock the power within and navigate the journey of your self-discovery together. I'm Shaz, your spiritual mentor and life coach, here to help you tap into your inner guidance system and manifest your best life. Whether you're just beginning your spiritual journey or looking to deepen your practice, this podcast offers insights, techniques, and inspiration to elevate your consciousness and transform your reality. Get ready to shine your light and embrace your true potential. Remember, the answers are inside you. Let me be your guide on earth. Welcome back to the Spiritual Awakening podcast with Shaz. I'm your host, Shaz. Today we're going to be talking about, throughout the spiritual awakening journey, the shifts in your mindset and how it brings awareness to the world around you and your interactions on a daily basis. One of the first things that you start to notice as you awaken spiritually and become more aware of energy and vibration around you is your thoughts and words and actions create your reality. It's up to you how you use that power in order to create the lifestyle that you want. So you become very mindful of what you think, what you say, and what you do. One of the ways that I used to go and deal with all of this, because my thoughts usually were very confronting, upset, really down and negative in vibration, I would do journaling or brain dumping. That would allow me to find out what was really going on inside my head. Throughout the spiritual awakening process, you start to really consider, what are you thinking about? What are the problems that you're holding on to? What are the thoughts that you have about other people? What are the thoughts you have about your life? Because you discover that your energy attracts your reality. It is up to you on the vibrational frequency of which you align yourself with. It is through those thoughts and actions and feelings that your vibration is created. And if you are thinking all the time that life happens to me, oh my God, my life is so dull, everything bad happens, I get all the red lights on the way to work, why do people hate me? This becomes the reality that you live in. And it's through conscious thought process that you start to change that. I know exactly what it feels like, because back before I fully stepped into my spirituality and really become aware of self, I did have those negative thoughts. There was a lot of poor me situations in life. Why does this happen to me? Why does everything go wrong? Why does nothing go right? How come everybody else gets the good stuff? These were thoughts and feelings that sat within me that really weren't my own truths anyway, but they were excuses that I used to blame for my lack of conscious creation. When you do awaken, you really start to realize the power and the ability that you have inside of you to consciously create your reality. If you think that you'll get good things, it starts with many things. One of the greatest little practices that I started with was just asking the angels for a parking spot at the shopping center. 5 minutes before I got to my destination, I would say to the angels, can you please give me a parking spot right out at the front of my destination that was ease and flowing exactly where I wanted it to be? 95% of the time, I would get a parking spot exactly where I wanted it. That's how simple mindset shifts changed. And once you've seen that you could do that, you start playing other games with the mindset and with the flow and attraction of the abundant world around us. I would start saying, I want green lights all the way to my destination. And all of a sudden, lights would turn green every time I got there. I would start asking for things. I'd want, especially if I was going to purchase something that was very important or valuable to me, had a high cost, I would sit there and say, I want to find this exact product with these exact features, with these exact model details and everything that I wanted at the best possible price, and even get a better discount or deal when I'm negotiating. As I said, once again, 95% of the time, it did happen. Yes, there's about that 5% average that didn't work out exactly the way I wanted it to. Did I allow it to derail me? No, it just usually meant I went and found a different location to park or a different shop to shop in. Sometimes we get fixated on certain retailers or providers, but if they're not going to give you the best deal that you want based on what you need, you will go and shop around and look for other people that can give you that deal. It does make you more mindful of what you're doing with your actions and the way you interact with people. It's especially important for you to understand that what you think and what you say to others and about others really matters. If you're going around thinking, oh my God, they're horrible people and look at what they're wearing and look at what they're doing, why do they have it so easy? Yes, you're going to have confrontation and conflicts in your life. But if you go around thinking, oh my God, they're so beautiful, what a great job they're doing, look at how great that is working out for them, and be excited and happy about that, that is the reality that you will also start to create for yourself. It is in your ability to change your reality simply through your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It takes diligence, it takes effort, and it takes conscious creation thought processes. Yes, it creates mindset shifts. You have to start thinking that things will work out for you. One of my favorite affirmations that I say daily is, everything works out exactly as the way I need it to. And listen to that clearly, okay? Everything works out exactly the way I need it to. Is it always the way I want it? Not necessarily, but it is definitely the way I need it. It is the way that the universe provides it in the best possible way for us. Do we always know what that is? No, we don't. So don't be surprised when what you need shows up magically out of nowhere, especially when you're manifesting things and creating things that you want. You think that, oh my God, this is what I want, this is what I desire, this is what I need, but I have to do it. I have to put in the hard work. I have to provide the money for it. I have to go shopping for it. I have to do all the hard legwork for it. It is not always the case. Sometimes it will magically appear in your life. I have known many, many people over time who have decided the exact car that they wanted, the exact car, all the details down to the bones of it. And not once did they go shopping in a car yard for it. I know two people that won it, that just won it through entering competitions, through being at a club that was offering the same car, who just got gifted exactly what they wanted. And I know a couple of other people that it was given to them or handed down to them from a relative, or someone, their partner went and bought it for them so they didn't have to do it for self, or their workplace supplied them with the exact car that they'd been dreaming about for so long. How does that happen? That's the magic of manifesting the abundance of the universe and knowing that the universe listens to what you ask for. Don't ever put restrictions on what the universe can supply for you, because you never know what it's capable of. It is up to you to allow your thoughts, your feelings of vibration to energetically attract what you desire. And it's not up to you to figure out how it's going to come about. It's not up to you to worry about anything like that. It's just up to you to pay attention to your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. When the universe nudges you to go and do something, turn up and go and do it. When you get that feeling to go and enter that competition, go and do it. You'll be surprised at the outcome. I'm not saying it happens to everybody, but it's one of the outlets and the ways the universe can deliver to you what you want if you just allow it to. The biggest problem in receiving abundance on so many levels is that people think they have to do it for self. They don't open up themselves to receiving. And it's the receiving mode of abundance that matters the most. When somebody offers to give you, gift you, or purchase whatever you want, or give it to you in a way that's unexpected, of exactly what you need or desire or have been praying for, your only job in life is to say thank you. It is not to judge whether they can do it. They wouldn't offer if they couldn't. It is not to judge that it's too expensive. It is not their job to do that. It is up to you to just say thank you. The universe is abundant and not everything comes through your own resources. This is one of the biggest factors that you start to awaken up to when you realize that conscious creation exists, when you realize that power lies within you, when you realize that you can decide and manifest what you want. Your only job about it is to vibrationally align to it. One of the ways we do that is you need to have a great morning mindset and a morning routine. How you start your day is how you end your day. It is up to you what you do in between. But if you wake up in the morning thinking, oh my God, I'm so tired. I don't want to get out of bed today. I don't want to go to work today. It's going to be a horrible day. That is the mindset and the energy vibration that you will attract all day. But if you wake up and the first thing that you think is, oh my God, it's a beautiful day. I'm so grateful to wake up today. I'm looking forward to my day. Everything's going to flow. Everything's going to work out for me. I'm going to attract the right clients. I'm going to connect with the right people. I'm going to have the best experiences that I possibly can have. That is the reality that you can create. It's up to you how you decide to do it. Nobody can set your vibration but you. Your mindset, your thoughts, your actions and feelings all create that mindset. There are many different ways you can do it. Affirmations are a great start. Intentions are another great start. EFT is also really helpful. I love a morning rampage. Esther Hicks and Abraham have a fantastic morning rampage that you can put on. And it talks about how today is going to be a great day. Everything's going to work out for you. Everything that I need to do will happen exactly the way I need it to do. Yes, there will be hurdles. Yes, there will be problems, but I will get over them with ease. It is the way you think that you will achieve things, that you will do things. Another great morning routine that I love personally is the Mel Robbins. I struggle to get out of bed in the morning because I wake up a bit stiff and sore from tossing and turning at times, and therefore it's a bit hard. So when I don't want to lay there and waste time too often, I will automatically do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up you get, off you go. When I don't want to do things or I start procrastinating or have excuses to not do and take the actions that I need, straight away, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and off you go. As Mel Robbins talks about it, when you count down backwards, there's nowhere else to go. If you start counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can go on forever. And it's just an excuse not to do. Count down backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take the action. Do it. It's motivating. It's like someone giving you a kick up the ass or an energetic boost to get out of bed, do what you need to do, or face the day. These are all up to you. It's not about just working out how does your spiritual gifts fit into your awakening. It's not about just connecting with spirit, just doing readings for other people, or just communicating with things that aren't there, or seeing and being clairvoyant to see the beauty in life. It is a lot about energy, vibration, and mindset. And that all comes down to your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It is up to you how you control them, how you utilize them. And the best way to do that is to start with routine. We need a personal success routine, as my coach Melinda calls it. Okay, a daily routine that sets you up for success. What do you need to do or activate in the morning for you to go and have the day you want? Some people start their day with a 30-minute meditation, a quietness, a centering process. Some people start their day with a run or a walk outside or exercise. What do you need to set yourself up for the day? One of my personal routines in the morning is, and it's a personal routine at night, I like to read. So one of the first things that I do in the morning is read something, whether it's a romance novel that I like to look at, a spiritual book, a blog, or some information. I need to spark my imagination and my intelligence each morning. So I read before I do anything in the morning, and I read before I go to bed. They are things that satisfy and fulfill my need to learn and to connect with things outside of self. It is also a very relaxing place for me. After that, I will do mini meditations. Some of them can be 2 or 3 minutes to 5, 15 or 30 minutes, depending on the day and depending on the communication style that I like. I also do daily card pulls, where I pull out 3 cards for the day to decide what it is going to set me up for that day. That's about my intention setting. I plan my days. I like to think of the day before 3 things in my life that I can move the needle for in my life, whether that's in my business, my personal life, or my health journey. There are 3 certain things that each day, the next day, I'm going to want to do in order to be better for myself. These are things that you can set up for yourself. It is up to you to start consciously living. Before people awaken, they live in monotonous unconsciousness. Okay, they get up, they go to work, they do what they have to do. Half the day, they couldn't tell you what they did throughout the day, all the people that they seen, where they went, what was around them, what they saw, anything like that. They become robotic, or as I call minion-like. Same thing, day in, day out, get up, go to work, hassle the kids in the morning, get moving, change the way things happen. And the day passes you by. The next thing you know, months pass you by. Can you believe we're in 2025 and it's already March? What have you done to consciously create January and February and this portion of March that we've already bypassed? Every day is important, and your mindset and the way you think and feel matters. when you become fully awake, you really start to notice what you're doing throughout the day. Gratitude really helps. One of the greatest things you can do to raise your vibration is to sit in gratitude. Every morning, I think of 3 things that I'm grateful for as I get up and start my day. And every night before I go to bed, I think of 3 things I'm grateful for from that day. Sometimes it's about talking to people. Sometimes it's about getting a great deal of whatever I've been out to purchase or do. Even just groceries and specials and stuff like that can have a big impact on the gratitude. Somebody reaching out to you that you haven't heard from for a long time. Sometimes it's about just normal everyday interactions of having a great meal, having the ability to cook something really nutritious and valuable for you. All of these things matter. It's up to you how you consciously slow down your process, slow down your thoughts, and become present and mindful of each moment. That is the power that is within you. As you delve deeper into the awakening process and get into these routines and rituals, whatever you decide to call them, to create your vibrational frequency, you then start looking at your interaction with other people. And you ask yourself one simple question. Am I responding to life and everything that's happening around me? Or am I reacting or overreacting? Do I think before I act? Do I consider the consequences of what I'm going to say when somebody says something harsh to me? Do I consider the consequences of what I'm going to say when I judge somebody on their actions, on their looks, on their feelings, on the process, right? One of the things that you really do start to become aware of is it's up to you how you respond. You cannot change how other people act towards you, but you can change the way you interact and how you respond back to them, especially for mothers out there and their young children. In the morning, if you get up and you are rushing your kids and you're yelling at them and put this on and get that up and eat your breakfast and do this, and you start energetically shouting at them rather than nurturing them through the day because you're impatient and you're frustrated and things aren't working out for you, how do you think that tone is going to set the day for them? How do you think that tone is going to set the day for you? If you rush your morning routine and you're in a frazzle and you don't get things right and you leave things behind and you have to go back and forth, on the way to work, you're going to get stuck in a traffic jam. You're going to get every red light. Everything's going to be a problem. That is based on the frequency that you emit. But if you start your day consciously and aware with loving vibration and patience and nurture to get the kids to do what they want to do, and you bring them along for the journey because they learn from you. If you are acting calm and mindful and beautifully speaking to them and encouraging them, you're going to get better results than yelling and getting frustrated. And it sets a pattern. No, it's not going to work in one instance of where you're calm and everything. It takes time. But if that is the routine that you set and that is the environment and vibration that you create, that is definitely something that you can continue on. But it does lie with you. It is up to you how you choose to interact with your children in your household. I'm lucky and blessed. I live alone, so there's nobody else to rush. There's just me. But I do make sure I'm very kind to myself first thing in the morning. I do my mirror work. I give myself the space and time to do my reading. I give myself the space and time to do my meditation or my EFT or my exercise. That is important. It's self-care. It's up to me how I set my routine for the day. And I can tell you 100%, if I wake up crabby and thinking, oh my God, I can't be bothered doing this, I have a day that's full of roadblocks, frustration, impatience, all of the stuff that I don't like. And I know straight away that I have to change it. I just click cancel delete. I wave my hands above my crown chakra, change that energy and reset my vibration. At any moment, we can change our vibrational frequency. It's up to you. And we do that through mindfulness and conscious thoughts and feelings. Are your thoughts, actions, and everything in alignment with who you really want to be? Sometimes to change the vibration, I have to sit and go into the heart space, breathe into the heart, take moments out to reset and realign my energy. And you will too. 2 minutes is all it takes to realign your energy. It actually takes about 84 seconds, I think it is, or 68 seconds. I can never remember the number, to reshift your vibration. 17 seconds at a time is a way to reshift a thought. If you're having a negative thought, stop it in its tracks, say thank you, and then change it. And you change it through affirmation, through EFT, or reinserting a better thought. You choose your thoughts, you choose your actions, you choose your feelings. It's up to you what you do with them. You have a choice each and every day. You can continue to feel bad. You can continue to allow the negative vibrations to drag you down, to pull you backwards, to stop you from achieving everything you want to do. Or you can choose to raise your vibration, to think better, to plan better, to shift your energy. Shifting your energy is very simple. One, in NLP, we install anchors that can shift our energy. Clapping your hands, vibrating, moving the body. These are all simple things that can change your vibrational frequency. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It just takes concentrated, personal time and mindfulness. It takes you being present and choosing what you choose to think. The easiest way to shift your vibration is laugh. If you struggle, that's what cat videos are invented for. I'm sure you've all seen favorite ones that can't help but laughing. Another great way to find laughter is, have you ever listened to a baby or a child laugh? It's contagious. Find something that shifts your vibration. We wallow in low frequency because we're so used to it. It's not great to stay there. Yes, you need to feel the low vibrations at times. You have to process those energies through your body, but we're not meant to sit in them for days, weeks, months, or years. That's how we create deep depression. That's how we create deep problems within our psyche. That's how we create more trauma. You do have control of what you do in your actions to change your thinking. Yes, you can be thinking negative things about yourself, but you can work through and process that. If you get stuck, find a coach, a mentor, or someone that can help you. This is why so many people go to therapy and see psychiatrists and psychologists. Yes, they are great, but make sure you find tools that can help you really shift through them. This is part of the spiritual journey. One of the things as you awaken that you will consciously become aware of is you no longer want to feel negative vibration. You want to feel great. You want to feel alive. You want to feel that anything is possible, but you can't do that sitting in frequencies that keep you stuck. So you ask yourself questions like, what are the habits keeping me stuck? What are the routines that I need to change? What are the thought processes that are no longer working for me? What can I do to shift through away from where I'm stuck, what I'm doing, and how can I stop procrastinating or being in the place that we're used to? A lot of people struggle, and I struggled with it deeply myself, of changing bad habits and changing negative things because we are so used to them. That is the feeling where we feel, quite frankly, safe. How people can feel safe in trauma baffled my mind. But I know I did it. I sat in traumatic responses for so many years because it was what I knew. It was the norm. It was the life that I'd been grown up in, how I'd lived my whole life. Kindness broke me at one stage because I didn't understand it, because I'd never really felt or received it before. But it was through accepting that and changing that I discovered what I considered normal behaviors, normal reactions, and normal lifestyle was actually the abnormal. And therefore I chose better. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of healing. It took a lot of confrontation with self. It took deep honesty, a lot of trust in self. But through the effort that I was willing to put in, the seeking the healers that I needed, learning the new things, studying the different courses that I've done, I was able to shift and transform that mindset, that belief, to create a lifestyle that I love, to do something that brings me passion and joy, and to be everything that I've ever wanted to be. We are in control of our life, our vibration, and everything we can do is through conscious thought and creation. It's up to us how we move forward. We're the only ones that can do it. Start your day as you mean to go on and finish your day in the same vein. Through these routines, through these rituals, these little processes that you put in place, you will change your whole reality. If you think everything is working out for you and you tell yourself over and over and over again until there is nothing but belief behind it, trust me, everything will work out for you. It's the natural law of vibration. And it's that law of vibration that brings us the law of attraction. And it is everything that we put out there. but our thoughts and our feelings do consciously create what we receive. If you don't like the situation that you're in right now, ask yourself, what are the thoughts that you're having about it? What are the thoughts that you've created this? What have you been thinking or feeling that you're ready and willing to shift in order to create that better vibration? Trust me, low vibration and high vibration don't exist on the same frequency. You can't be one without the other. But you also can't move from very low frequency straight to joy. It's a process and you have to level it up. But it takes conscious thought, conscious action, and regular practice. Give yourself time to learn how to do it all. Takes 21 days minimum to create a new habit, 67 days to solidify it. It's up to you how much effort you're willing to put into change. But one of the things I can honestly tell you is as you awaken spiritually, all of these things become highly important to you. You no longer want to let life pass you by. You no longer want to be triggered by what other people say and do. You no longer want to settle for nothing. You want to create beauty in life. You want to be everything that you know you can be. You want to be of service to other people. This is where your consciousness and where awareness and mindfulness come into play. It takes time, it takes effort. There are different ways that you can do it. People go out and join yoga classes or exercise classes, meditation groups, psychic development classes. All of these are available to you. There's coaching, there's healing, there's psychiatric help or psychology help. There's therapy in whatever forms it comes up for you. There's hypnosis or past life regression. These are all different modalities and tools that can help you to shift that mindset and training. There are ways that will work for you. It's up to you to put in the effort to find out what is going to work best for you. And it's through your own daily practice and your own mindset, routine, and rituals that you will create the life vibrational frequency that you want, that you'll start manifesting everything you want it to be, that you will wake up feeling alive and vibrant and ready to tackle the world and to show up in society and be who you're meant to be. Okay, it's up to you how you bring your awareness and your awakening to your relationships, the relationship between you and your partner. Do you speak in loving terms? Are you encouraging, uplifting, building their confidence? Are you building love? Are you solidifying the bond that you have? Or are you tearing each other apart? Are you showing narcissistic traits of putting them down and making everything about their problems? Are you not taking ownership? One of the big things that shifts and changes throughout that awakening journey is the shift from blame to everybody else to massive personal responsibility, where you take responsibility for what's happening. Okay? We can't change the way other people act towards us. That's what I've said, but you can change how you respond. And if someone's acting badly towards us and you respond in peace, love, confidence, and compassion, they will change the way they act towards you. That's the yin yang, the balance, the interaction. It's really hard for someone being angry and yelling at you and doing all the wrong things to maintain that vibration when you're impassive and you're not responding, and you turn around and say to them, I don't know how to help you, but if you explain it to me, I will work out a way to give you what you need. These are different aspects of how you can respond to children. You're never really going to get a child to do what you want by yelling at them. You need to encourage them, nudge them along the way, nurture them. And if they're being stubborn or you don't know why they won't do what you want them to do, or they're not responding in the way that you desire, have deep, meaningful conversations. Ask them why. There's usually a reason. Sometimes they can and can't articulate it. But bullying children or bullying partners or bullying workmates to do what you want through yelling and negative vibration and putting them down is never going to give you the same result that loving and nurturing and uplifting and encouraging and all of those great feelings are going to provide. Think about it, right? How much better do you feel about yourself when someone tells you you're doing a great job, you're doing exactly the way that you want it to be done, you're a great mother, you have a beautiful home and everything's beautiful and uplifting, compared to you're worthless, you're useless, you can't do this, you never get anything right? The frequencies don't align and we don't get anything done. There are proven studies out there that the more you berate someone and put them down, the less work you're going to get out of them. Why would that change on any relationship that you have in life? If you want more done, encourage people, uplift them, give them compliments, praise them, give them encouragement, show them what they mean to you, show them the value they have to you, make them feel worthwhile. And you will see the productivity levels in all areas of life shift and change. It also brings to awareness through the awakening period the toxic type of relationships that you have in life. Okay? We have friendships, and I've had them in my life too, where people would say to you nasty things and provide it in, oh, I can only say this because I'm your friend. I'm just being totally honest with you because I'm your friend, whilst putting you down and making you feel like shit. It is never a good place where the only way you can feel good is to make somebody else feel bad about themselves. Yes, it's great to have conversations with people to show them where they're doing the wrong thing, but not in a way that makes them feel lesser than what they are. There can be kindness and compassion to do it in such a way that they realize that there are ways they can grow through it. Criticism is a two-way street, right? You give criticism in order to create a better way of doing things, not just for putting it down's sake. Okay? One of the big things, and a lot of marriages suffer with this, is husbands and wives get together and a husband says to his wife, oh, that's not the way my mother did it. That's not the way my mother did it. Oh, my mother cooks better than that. My mother does it this way. Do you think that's conducive to a healthy marriage, a healthy relationship? No, it's going to break down. We don't criticize to compare them to other people and really expect a result that's going to get any better. A lot of this I'm talking about other people saying it to you, but you also have to be very mindful of the way you speak to yourself. Telling yourself that you're hopeless and you're worthless, you can't do anything right, nothing works out for you, and that you're a bad person and you don't deserve anything is not inclusive or inducive of a creative and abundant lifestyle. The negative thoughts in our head have to stop, and we have to shift and change them into great complementary things. Okay? If you fail at something, do something bad, it doesn't work out, forgive yourself. Okay? Learn from it. The whole thing is failure is a part of life, and we're going to do it often. And you want to fail often because we fail forward. When we fail at something, it means one, we're doing it. So that's the important factor. And two, we've learned from it. The only true sign of stupidity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, the same failure. We never really fail twice at the same thing, doing it the same way. There's always a shift, a pivot, or an adjustment that is made. And it's through those shifts, pivots, and adjustments that we really change our mindset, our thinking, and everything that we do and the result that we get. Start telling yourself that you're doing a great job. Start patting yourself on the back or acknowledging and accepting and appreciating all that you do, and see how that energy shifts around you. You get to speak your actions into reality. Do you speak from love, from kindness, from compassion, or do you speak with frustration and anger? Are you creating peace or chaos? These are questions that you need to work out. What are your words and actions influencing on those around you? It is up to you to choose how you talk to people. First and foremost, how you talk to yourself in the mirror. That's what matters the most. Are you loving? Are you kind? Are you telling yourself that everything's okay? Are you aware of the love that you have for the inner self? Are you showing your worth? One of the greatest things that happens throughout this journey is you start to discover you really are worthy and deserve the love that you have, and the disconnect from your higher self and soul of not understanding how much God, source, or the universe loves us shows us where our big problems lie. It is that disconnected from source energy that creates the low frequency, the put downs, the self-doubt, the lack of self-love. Because when we're connected back to our higher self and our source energy, we love ourselves, we see the potential within us, and we admire each and everything that we do. This is the way that we want to live our life, to be consciously aware of, what do I really think about self? Okay? Yes, it's okay to fail. We're going to do it each and every day. But from failure, we get progress, and from progress, we get results, and from results, we create success. That is the forward momentum part. And think of it, right? Children fail all the time when they learn to walk. We encourage them to get back up. We get excited when they take one step. We don't put them down and tell them they'll never do it, or be bad about it, or discourage them from trying again. No, we encourage them. The same as when you ride a bike. Very few people get it right the first time. For some reason, it's okay to accept that children fail and have to take multiple attempts at things to create the success that they desire in the outcome of what they're going after. But you get to adulthood and all of a sudden, failure is a dirty word. It doesn't need to be that way. Fail often, fail freely, because it means you're doing something, attempting something new, and eventually you will create success. Okay? Nobody gets it right on the first time. Think about all the athletes out there and how much training and effort they put into things. They do that because they fail each time of setting or reaching the goal or attaining what they want, but they keep pushing forward, they keep creating momentum. And this is what we do in our relationships, in our interactions with people, and especially our mindset. People like to think that mindset shifts are just magic and happen. You go from feeling like a shit person and that you can't do anything right, everything's against you, and depressed and anxious and all of that. And all of a sudden you can go, oh, no, I'm good, I'm great, I'm fantastic, I'm a good girl, I'm amazing, I'm this. And you think you stay there? No, you don't. You have to work at it. It takes time to build that up. It took time to tear you down. It's going to take you the same amount of time or even more to build yourself back up again. But everything in life is like a muscle, and our memory and our brain can be trained through this repetitive installation. Keep thinking it and it will be so. Keep acting on it and it will be so. It's the way that you become who you want to be by showing up as it beforehand. And it is a frequency and a vibration that you put out there about self. Your words and energy create a ripple effect. As I said, if you say you will have a great day, you will have it. If you ask for a parking spot, you will get it. If you want a discount at the shops, you will create that. If you want the best salesperson that you need, you will attract that. But you can't do it when you think that I'm going to get ripped off and this is a scam and that doesn't work out and nobody wants to help me and everything's bad. And I know it so deeply. I used to walk in shops and I was ignored. When I was younger, I used to go to the club. And I'd go to the bar, I'd be standing right at the front of the queue, and the bartender would talk to people around me. Because in my head, I was invisible, therefore I was. It was up to me to change that. Nowadays, I walk into a shop and it takes 30 seconds before someone says hello, if less than that even. And I see it with other people and they don't do it with the same level of confidence. They don't do it with the same level of vibration. I rarely have to wait for things unless I'm in a low mood or unless I'm thinking things that are not equating to what the desire of what I want is. But then again, I now mindfully set my tone and my vibration, and I go in with an intent of exactly what I want, what I need, and knowing that I'm going to get the answer that I desire. It is up to you how you shift the impact within yourself. There's a massive impact of negative self-talk. If you keep telling yourself that you're hopeless and worthless, it will remain so, and you will attract people like it. The biggest thing that I noticed through the awakening journey was when I shifted my thinking to knowing how great I am, knowing how well I'm doing, and that everything is available to me, were the types of people that I attracted in my sphere. I had better relationships with colleagues. I had better jobs that I enjoyed. I had better life. I created my business and I attract amazing people that want to change, that want to put the effort in, that are willing to do the work to become everything that I'm willing to do the work for the same. You are in control of that. Shift the negative thinking away from feeling stressed or down or low. So many people out there are trying to get diagnoses to explain and label themselves so that they can justify feeling low frequency vibration. You don't need a diagnosis to shift and change those thoughts. They're just habits that have been created that can be uncreated. I asked a question in my spiritual awakening group on Facebook this week, asking what was the hardest part of your awakening journey. And one of my beautiful friends, Mary, said unlearning what she had to learn. And I know that from personal experience. I had to unlearn that everything was my fault. I had to unlearn that I was worthless. I had to unlearn that I was never going to be anything or achieve anything. I had to learn again to love myself. I had to learn to admire myself, to care for myself, to show up for myself, to be what I could be, that what I thought, what I did could attract and create the life that I wanted. I had to become that person. And it's a shift in the whole body essence. I had to learn again who I was, not the labels that people put on me, not the decisions made by others, not the put downs that were given to me by family and friends and bullies and work colleagues and other people who wanted to stop me rising up to become all I could be. They were the choices that I made, and you can make them too. When you get deep into your awakening and you really become aware of what's going on around you, your new autopilot mode will be conscious creation. You will automatically wake up thinking everything's working out for you. Everything happens easily and effortlessly. Magic flows to you. The abundant universe provides. These are automatic autopilot suggestions that will flow through your mind and your thoughts and feelings daily. That is what you will attract. You will attract more high vibrational people, more go-getters, more leaders, more people that you admire and aspire to be. Everyone, I believe, in life deserves a coach, a mentor, or someone that can help them get there. And you will attract those people to you like magnets. You will discover that the friends and family who put you down, who no longer vibrate at the same energy you do, disappear. You discover that they can't impact you because you are so strong in your thinking and awareness of self that nothing they say matters anymore. Because the true person that matters the most, anything that you think, is you, nobody else. Other people's opinions don't matter to you anymore because you know in self who you are. Therefore, you become less triggered, less adjusted, and less impacted by negative vibration. Does it mean that all the challenges in your life disappear? No, it doesn't. I hate to say that nothing ever really changes in that area. The challenges come, the way you deal with them changes. You attract less challenges and the way you get over them becomes easier, and therefore they become much more minor than they were when you're in that doubt phase, that down and out energy or that vibration where all the bad things happen to you. Because all those bad things that have happened to you are little molehills that have been turned into mountains that become big problems that aren't really big problems in the first place. But when you're vibrationally aware, conscious of your thinking and responding from self, little things that happen, you don't even remember them. Okay? Nowadays, the one thing that I'm getting better at and I'm still working on is my little frustrations with traffic. But nowadays I just sit there and go, off you go. I've got all the time in the world. Take your time. Off you go. I let them in. I do what I need to do because that is the vibration that I want to send out. I just wave and go, off you go. I give space if people want to push in. I don't worry about rushing or getting upset by other people's actions. I don't allow other people to impact what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, or how I'm acting because that is the conscious choice that I make. It is about becoming congruent and authentic in who I am. Yes, I have bad days, but I straight away get in and shift about it. If I'm feeling down, one of my fast ways, play high vibe music, dance around, raise the vibration, shift the body. Because once we shift the body, energy flows, okay? If you're feeling depressed, one of the big things that you will notice that depressed people in like feeling anxious or suffering anxiety, is that they're very still in their motion. If you're feeling depressed, get out and go for a walk. Go and jump. I got a mini trampoline. Go jump on the trampoline. Go play with children. Go and do something to shift away from the vibration. Low vibrational frequency is found more in stillness. To raise the vibration, go and meditate and shift through it. But do something. Just don't stay stagnant in it. This is why depression takes hold of us, is because people can't get out of bed. They can't move. They can't do something to shift the energy away from them, and it lays heavy over them, creating disease. And that is not anything that anyone wants to create based on their thoughts and feelings. We have the capacity and capability to shift that. It's up to you how you do it. I would suggest starting your morning routine with gratitude and mindfulness. Even mindfulness with what you choose to eat or what you choose to import into your body. Like I Reiki my food. I send love to the food and drink that I instill in the body. I remind myself of how blessed that I am that I woke up with God's grace today, because not everybody does. Gratitude and intention setting in the morning will change your whole frequency. It will shift everything around you. Speak to your loved ones with patience and love and compassion and nurture them to do what you want. Be kind in your words. Even when they're frustrating you and you just can't pull your hair out, give them space to chuck a tantrum. One of my favorite things I seen on Facebook was two dads, a dad and a granddad, and a little girl on the ground in a supermarket, and she was chucking a tantrum and because they wouldn't buy her a lolly. And they just stood there and patiently let her get her feelings out. And when someone asked them what they were doing, they just said, she has big feelings and we're allowing her to express them. We all have big feelings. 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, and kids really do know how to express them. Sometimes you just have to let them express them. Calmly sit back and allow the tantrum to happen. And once they've burnt themselves out or worn themselves out, and sometimes that will mean they fall asleep and have a nap and reset their energy, that's when you change the communication. That's when you sit with them in compassion and love and show them that they're not naughty, that they're not bad, that they're okay, that it's okay to have big feelings. And nowadays, especially looking at some of the mums groups on Facebook, there are a lot of kids out there with big feelings. Okay, allow them to process it through. They don't know how. And then teach them how to do it. Learn how to do it for self. Yes, we're going to have big emotions and we need to feel them. Awakening is about livening up to everything more because you would have shut them down. You would have blocked your emotions. And that's how we create depression and anxiety. It's unprocessed emotion that's been bottled down because you don't allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to feel through it. Allow yourself to accept that, yes, big things happen, good and bad, especially things about grief and hurt and pain and sadness. These are big feelings and they must be felt. Give yourself permission, just don't wallow in them. So allow a couple of hours or whatever you need to sit in that phase and then consciously go and choose to shift away from it, especially when you're feeling grief over the loss of a loved one. They do not want you crying your eyes out and feeling sad and missing them 24/7. They want you to live. Yes, remember the sadness and the loss, but remember the good old days. The reason we feel so much grief is the loss of love. Remember, their love lives on. They move to spirit and they continue with us, and that love is never far away, and that love is contagious. And when you remember the love that they give you, the grief disappears. Because the grief is only there because of the absence of love, but it is a memory that stays within us. And yes, we may not have physical contact with them, but we can have non-physical contact with them and connection. If you need to, go and seek someone to help you reconnect with them. But the easiest way to do it is to just sit there, place your hands on your heart, visualize or think of them. And trust me, the love will be felt. It is something you can feel. You will feel a shift in the body, some tingles somewhere, or you will know that connection is real when you allow yourself. Most people struggle with it, and the reason they feel the loss so deeply is because they're stuck in grief and it's such a low vibration that love can't break through. Open yourself up to higher vibrational frequencies and then you'll reconnect to it again. Okay, this is a conscious, constant learning and self-discovery of self, of a journey of rediscovering who you are. The awakening journey shifts all your thinking. It makes you conscious of what you think, feel, and act. It brings about massive change. It attracts wonderful things. It changes your relationships with people. It uplifts you and enlivens you, and then you find your passion and purpose and go and live it. You live in consciousness, creating the lifestyle that you want through everything that you do. It's up to you how you navigate that awareness and alignment. It's up to you what work you put into creating this to be so. It is up to you how you fulfill your life. You're the only one that can do it. Just remember, awakening brings awareness to how you think, how you speak, and how you interact with the world. Your morning mindset, the way you start your day, is the way you end your day. Set yourself up for success. Create a morning mindset that is powerful for you and your family. Children mirror your energy. If you start the day happy, loving, and vibrant, they will mirror it the same. If you start your day cranky, upset, and frustrated, they will mirror the same. Live with intention so you can break old patterns, because it is available to you, and it's up to you to create the lifestyle that you want. You're the only one that can. Encourage yourself to be mindful, to be present. Take moments, 5 minutes a day, for breath work or heart healing, or just sitting in the heart space in the center of your being and feeling. Allow the feelings and emotions to pass through. Think about one thing that you can shift today to make tomorrow easier. Start pre-planning for tomorrow this evening so that you wake up with an intention of knowing what you're doing. You have all the availability to do what you need to do to create this conscious lifestyle, to change the way you think, feel, and act, to raise your vibration and attract what you really want in life. If you're really stuck and you're not sure what to do and you are ready to put in effort, my coaching program, Shine with Shaz, starts on the 28th of April, 2025. That is the next round of this program, and it's up to you if you want to join us. Please reach out, book a 30-minute clarity call. Let's have a chat. Let me see if I can give you some EFT tips, some mindset tips, or a great way to start your morning routine. I am here to help you. I encourage you to connect. Please let me know your thoughts and feelings on this episode. If anything touches your heart, I really appreciate the feedback. And know, you have the power inside you. Everything that you want lies within. You are capable of massive change if you let yourself, and you deserve the world. Let yourself receive it. Blessings be. Thanks for listening to the Spiritual Awakening with Shaz podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you don't miss an episode. You can also follow us on Facebook with the links below. Until next time, trust your intuition and let your spirit soar.